right. Welcome to Gen X Rated Tuesday edition. How we doing, Billy?
Fine.
Your lighting says otherwise, okay? It's a little dark today.
It's dark out today. It's very dark, gloomy, rainy, but Jimmy Kimmel's back, except unless you are one of the 66 regions that aren't going to get it because of Sinclair and what is it, Next Gen?
Next star, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next something or other. Yeah, that's a real yay boo.
Yeah, dude, I'm just at a point. I'm just fed up. I mean, the Charlie Kirk hate rally was pretty much over the top, and just, dude, it's just nonstop. The censorship, the assault on our basic civil liberties and rights. This is fucking way too much. Some days it just gets to be a lot.
It's a lot today, for sure. And you can take over the Charlie Kirk memorial rally, however you want to phrase that. But Trump was at the UN today, and it just continued. It was more of the same stuff. You said hate rally. I mean, he was adversarial. He was delusional. He told the other countries they were going to hell. I mean, it's crazy. He's crazy, man.
This is literally the definition of crazy. It's fucking insane. Getting up in front of basically the whole world and just ranting like grandpa yelling at the kid on his lawn. This is just insane. And the fact that this whole GOP has fallen into lockstep, into Christo-fascism and white nationalism. This is horrifying.
It's pretty horrifying. There's Trump telling him that the green policies are destroying the world. I mean, he just went on from there. He was yelling at them about all kinds of things. Your country sucks. The U.S. is the best because of me. I'm right about everything. Listen to me. Do as I say. Also, I should probably get 7 Nobel Peace Prizes.
Oh, and you're showing a very Hitlerian pose there.
Yeah, let's go back to that. Yes. So then the elevator, when they got there, went out when he started to go up it, which he also mentioned. He was very upset by that. Thank God Melania is in really good shape because she might have been thrown forward. It seemed to have stopped before they stepped on it, for one. For two, now you're having to walk up the escalator, which he said he's in really good shape too, so don't worry about it.
Oh, in amazing shape. Nobody's in better shape than he is.
That's right. But he got super pissed about the elevator not working. And then the teleprompter went off, which really set him off. And he's not one to change direction. So he just yelled at somebody's going to pay for that type of thing.
Somebody's going to Alligator Alcatraz.
Okay, but you'll never see them again because 1,100 of those 1,800 people are now missing.
Mm-hmm.
They are looking for them. Most of them were sent to Africa. It's just, to your word, horrific.
It is horrific. Just the indifference to human life. I mean, these people, most of them didn't do anything, and you threw them in this hellhole fucking concentration camp, and now you've just shipped them off to Africa with no contact. They had no, assuming they had no chance to talk to a lawyer or their families or anything. This is fucking horrific.
Correct. And we're going to talk about Homan later, but he did mention that every time he's interviewed, these were all criminals. Some of the facts actually are that 93% of the people that ICE took had no violent convictions. 65% had no convictions at all. So when they tell you that they're taking all these terrible people off the street, that's just kind of horseshit.
Yeah, no, the terrible people are the ones doing the taking off the street.
Yes. California, Newsom did make that law that they can't cover their faces. They must identify themselves. They're not going to follow that order. The strength for them is you go to take it to the Supreme Court. Well, they're not going to do anything that Trump doesn't want anyway.
Oh, there. I know. It's disgusting.
Yeah. So the highest court in the land isn't really working for the American public anymore. It's about the cash. That's kind of where we are. I did want to point out that Trump's lying to the whole world about energy costs are down, gas prices are down, grocery prices are down, mortgage rates are down, inflation defeated. All of them are lies.
They're all lies. And here's how you can really tell. I like to listen to satellite radio, and, there's an NFL channel, And they play a lot of ads, and the ads are pretty much geared towards, I would say, upper middle class people, the wealthy people.
Okay.
I'm hearing more and more debt consolidation loan ads, just basically coming out and saying, with the failing economy, higher inflation, don't get in credit card trouble, call us. I'm hearing that ad a lot.
Yeah. Well, there's several very successful companies that are dealing with that as well.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, when that is kind of out in the mainstream and they're advertising that, yeah, Trump, you're basically lying, because the economy's not great, inflation is not down, and people are not economically comfortable.
Well, they may want to start advertising on AM radio, because who's going to be able to afford satellite radio?
That's the crazy thing, man. It's starting to affect people that can't afford satellite radio. That's
Yeah, good point.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. Well, as long as you keep believing what this guy has to say. I mean, he went on to tell the UN that the carbon footprint is a hoax made up by people with evil intent, heading down a path of total destruction. Like, was this your platform? Or maybe you should have led with that, because it just sounds ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, and on display in front of the whole world now.
Yeah, the people that did really enjoy it, people like Rubio, Bassett was there, the guy that did Signalgate, who is now the ambassador, I think, to the UN after he was moved after messing up his initial job. I mean, you can't fail in this administration or regime, because that it reflects poorly on the leader, and he will not have that.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit crazy, to the point of global warming, however you want to phrase it. The world has invested in this past year in renewable energy. The investment was up 10%. That doesn't include us, because we're not really into that stuff.
Yeah, we're not into that. We're not doing that.
And as fall weather reports come out, starting now, you have heat warnings in California, you have snow threat in Colorado, and you have hurricanes in Florida. I did not forget you in the Midwest and southern U.S. We have thunderstorms with large hail, high winds, and tornadoes. So, I mean, you got it all going on in this place. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, yeah, but all is well, not to worry.
Well, if you believe that, then yes, everything's A-okay. That's what we keep getting told. So I'm not buying it. I think most people aren't. A lot of people are tuning out, because it's just a lot. To your point, day after day after day, it just keeps on building.
It does. It's a lot, and it's like, and it just seems to keep gaining momentum. I mean, Jesus Christ, they really fucking took the Charlie Kirk murder and just ran with it.
Wow. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that looked like a fucking Nazi rally, and of course, Trump had to get up and make it all about him.
Yeah.
I hate my enemies. I don't wish them well. I want to destroy them. Jesus.
Yeah, Christ. It was a great setting for it too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, a very receptive audience, and apparently one writer who was covering it wrote that on his flight into Phoenix, as soon as they landed, a bunch of people on the plane started singing "Amazing Grace." So apparently, these yahoos came from all corners of the country.
Wow, and airfare's so expensive. I hope they saved a little something for food.
Oh man, yeah, I don't know. It's just it's crazy how many of these people are out there that they're totally fine with this. They're just all in on Christo-fascism.
Yeah, terrifying.
This perverted brand of Christianity. I don't get it, but I guess if you're a shitty person, it just makes you feel good about yourself, because God loves you.
And not your enemies.
And not your enemies, yeah. And that stuff in the 10 Commandments that Jesus said, don't worry about that.
Ignore it.
That's not for you.
Doesn't pertain to you. Meanwhile, these enthusiastic states are generally the highest in poverty. Mississippi, 20% poverty. West Virginia, 17%. Arkansas, 16%. Louisiana, 18%. Kentucky, 16%. Alabama, 16%. Tennessee, 14%. North Carolina, Georgia, all 14% poverty. So I could go on about that. But again, he's telling you the economy is amazing. Everybody's doing fantastic. And I'm telling you all these red states are the highest in poverty rate.
Oh, yeah. Well, when he says everybody's doing fantastic, he leaves out the part, everybody who matters to him.
That's about 5 people. His family's up to $10.8 billion that they've raked in since being in office. So it is working for some. You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm. At the cost of the rest of us.
So you have cutting all these safety nets. You cut SNAP. You cut anything with food stamps, etc. So if you're going to do that and you don't want that to come back and bite you in the butt, what do? You cancel the annual report on food insecurity in the U.S. So we're not going to keep track of that anymore. It's not really that important. You know, soup kitchens, we've had them before. Those were some of the best times before the worst of times, I guess.
Oh yeah. Well, listen, when you're starving and sick, you don't need a report to tell you that you're starving and sick. You
That's
know
right.
it.
Nobody wants to know it. You don't have to tell you and I, but the people that could maybe fix it or make policy for it aren't going to see any numbers because it's just
Yeah,
easier.
no, we don't do that. We're not about that anymore. We're off that.
And then with that comes the student visas have plunged to the lowest level since COVID, 20%. It's the most sharply within the Asian community of students not coming here. I can't say I blame them. It's the fifth straight month of decline, so it's only getting worse as we continue. And there goes your brain drain, which doesn't help any of us.
No, it's not good for anybody. And and we're going to start losing, people that are experts in their field here. They're going to go abroad. They're going to take those job offers and get out of here.
You have no choice if you want to feed your family, right?
Yeah.
Or feed yourself for that matter. Also, some more information came out yesterday. They've been building it up all weekend, how they were going to have a huge announcement for autism. They've solved it, fella. Don't worry about it no more.
Case closed.
And what's the real culprit? Tylenol.
Wow. Oh, Tylenol. I knew it.
So if you're pregnant and you're taking Tylenol, you're going to have autistic kids. I mean, Trump said so many things in that this wasn't medical advice. It was just common sense that he was making up. He knows best.
Oh, man.
So just a few facts on that. Autism was identified in 1911, and then a modern definition of autism came about in 1943. It's something that obviously has been around. Tylenol wasn't invented until 1955.
Well, you know what? Facts never got in the way of Trump spewing out his garbage, so they don't apply to Don.
Couldn't he have made something else up? I mean, it would have been a lot better. He was literally telling you, if you're pregnant, don't do it. Like as if he's got any say or knowledge to really give anybody in the medical field advice. But I guess when you're the president, you can say anything you want. The interesting part was he's pushing a drug that's literally, they said it was a cure to autism. It's leucovorin. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it is the cure for autism. And then you wonder, like, who's benefiting from this? Who manufactures this amazing drug? Well, it's Teva, and they are
the Israeli pharmaceutical company. Yeah,
Israeli-owned company. Amazing. Dr. Oz has some supplement companies that also sell this, so don't worry. He's got his beak ready to go into the petri dish as well. It's just insane. You're just making stuff up. Autism's a really real issue that a lot of families deal with, and you're minimizing it, and you're making it almost a joke to say that, oh, well, now that we know that you don't take Tylenol if you're pregnant, we won't have this problem anymore. It's just not how it works.
It's not how it works. And what about, the people that do have it? And, I mean, there's varying degrees, and many people function quite well.
Yeah.
But there are families that, have children that are really affected by it and that do need help and they do need support, and they do nothing for that. They're doing nothing for them.
Well, we already talked about cutting the, for seniors and for the disabled. I mean, as well as veterans. So yeah, there'll be no help for these individuals. And we know people close to us that you need full-time care for somebody that's highly autistic and has issues. And I don't know the cause, but here's something. Even if I knew the cause, it doesn't fix my situation. This is the person I care about. I want to take care of. I want the best for. That's the approach. It should be not hey, we solved it. Anybody that had it from 1955 on, you're on your own. We don't care.
Yeah, we don't care.
There were some interesting studies, though, which weren't mentioned that had to deal with significant rises in autism. You might find this interesting. Sperm from older gentlemen was a significant issue with autism.
Jeez.
So, Charlie Chaplin, good on you, as they say, you had kids into your 70s that you couldn't pick up. But I'd like
80s.
to know. Trump went into 80s. Trump went on to talk about the Amish community, how they have no autism. None of this was scientific. None of this was data driven. I don't think the Amish would necessarily come out and talk about it. When they did speak to some people from the Amish community, they were like, we have a lot of issues ourselves, whether it's lack of trust for vaccines or fill in the blank. But nobody's perfect. To point them out as an example is just kind of silly. But that's Trump. They're like you said, they're not serious people.
No, they're not. It's a steady stream of lies, half truths, and just outright bullshit.
Good bit of snake oil mixed in there. So just to kudos to science. They were able to wipe out chickenpox, diphtheria, measles, pertussis, polio, tetanus, typhoid, yellow fever, smallpox. That was all through science. Now, Trump and his group of specialists have solved nothing. Zero. They've got zero credibility. So if I'm, I would stick with the science. And if you look at the CDC webpage today, cancer preventive page is no longer available.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
So maybe you're interested in it. We don't care. You're not going to find that information on the CDC. The World Health Organization did come out and say neither Tylenol nor vaccines cause autism. There's decades of research about this, but again, if you're all in, you probably listened to every word that guy lied to you about yesterday. The lying continued today, and it's getting to be a lot. There's no doubt.
Yeah, and it'll continue on into tomorrow and the next day and the day after that until, you get to read that obituary at some point. Fuck. Jesus, how much more can we take?
And then the distractions come out. So then they jump over and say, hey, look at this. We had this photo up before with Judge Weinbach's, and they were deciding what to do with it. You probably can't see what this says. It is the Presidential Walk of Fame. This is outside the West Wing. It was a pretty famous corridor. But now we're going to put up Employee of the Month. So you're going to get your picture up there if you're the Employee of the Month.
Spoiler alert, it's going to be Trump every month.
He'll definitely be first. He had seen a similar idea at the Hilton Hotel. And he didn't mention which one, but it really stuck with him. I mean, it's just crazy. He makes jokes about the photos of Biden. He's going to put up an auto pen instead. We already know that Obama, W. Bush, and H.W. Bush have all been moved to the stairwell. You're not going to see those anywhere near Trump's White House because why would you? This is more like what he likes to see. Also in the hallway, they have First Lady portraits along the East Wing. But he took down Hillary because he hates her. And he put up a picture of himself. Pretty sure you can't be president and First Lady, but this guy sets all kinds of precedent.
I mean, it looks like a showroom for funeral urns. I mean, what the hell? What is that? It's just so bizarre.
It is extremely bizarre. Let's go down because I think they had pictures here of what it used to look like. The rug looks nice. 3 portraits. I think that's probably enough. You got room to breathe. Yeah. But then we decided to go back to gold everywhere. I mean, oh, look at that. So much gold. And it's amazing.
It just looks like a fucking hoarder lives there.
It's pretty awful. But he's changing it to his place. We talked about the Rose Garden, which looks like Mar-a-Lago. And
oh yeah, no, he's fully all in, and he doesn't plan on leaving, at least not feet first. Or
He'll
feet
have to
first
leave.
is the only way he's leaving.
Correct. The $200 million ballroom that we're going to pay for. Now, he did say he was paying for it, but come on.
Mm-hmm.
You believe that? It's up to
Trump
about
says a lot of things.
It's up to about $250 million now. Let's not forget the 88-foot flagpoles, 2 of them that he had to put up, and all those gold accents are just amazing.
Well, don't forget, I mean, if you're feeling a little paranoid, 88 is a number that's very sacred to the far right white supremacists. It's like a Nazi thing.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Oh,
better. Yeah. It's a lot. He's a lot. Yeah, I can't comment more on that. To your point, he doesn't seem like he's planning on leaving. So that would be an issue. I'm going to pop up this woman here for a couple different reasons. This is Lindsay Halligan, really chummy with Trump. She's a member of his legal team. She's actually the most junior member of his legal team. But she's now been, she was sworn in yesterday at noon as the interim U.S. attorney in the Eastern District of Virginia, which is kind of a big deal. 300 lawyers and staff that you work over. This is like Habib in New Jersey. They get 120 days because he appoints them. So he's planning on bringing her to a full vote. We'll see how that goes. If she's that popular. Sorry, there's old pointing north. I think he's trying to show that off. Anyway, she's going to take the place of Eric Siebert, who was dismissed because he would not prosecute Trump's enemies, one being James Comey, the other being Letitia James, the New York Attorney General. There wasn't enough evidence, so he wasn't going to do it, and he was basically fired for that. So now you take this most junior person and you bring her on board. She'll do whatever he wants, but she does have no prosecutorial experience at all. None.
Has she even passed the bar? Is she an actual attorney?
I believe she did, yeah. But her one job and the only concern he had is to indict his political enemies, with or without evidence. We don't care at this point. So,
this is insane.
It gets weirder because there's photos with her and Erica Trump. Oh, wait, here, this is a classic one, too. This was the U.S. Open. Everybody loved these two gems. There is talk that Trump's having some kind of relation with the one on the right, his press secretary, but we'll leave that for others to talk about. This is the photo that came up yesterday. This has Turning Point President Erica Kirk along with Lindsay Halligan. They were both in a Trump pageant. This was 2010. Lindsay was, I think, 3rd runner-up. Erica was the 4th runner-up. She did go on to win Miss Arizona. And she worked for the Trump organization, where she did some recruiting. You know anything about that?
Yeah. She was involved in a company in Romania where they were recruiting young women and they were accused of trafficking.
I think,
of course, nothing was done about it, but you know.
Yeah, I think Ukrainian women, Russian women, Romanian women. Yeah, so she knows the inner workings of the Trump organization, so to speak. Here she is. I always thought that was a sign of the devil, but apparently it means I love you. I must be off base somewhere.
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with these people. I know that, you know, she seems like a terrible person. She seems even more mean-spirited and spiteful than her deceased husband.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that would be possible, but I think you're right. So we'll see. He's just surrounding himself with the people that he's comfortable with. Obviously, they all have a common theme, that they're younger and they're women, and they're willing to do. You know, just like his press secretary, she'll do whatever. They talk about how much money she gets paid, how much money she's worth, but that's somebody that didn't pay off her campaign money that she was given. So,
KKK Caroline, yeah, no, man, she's not paying that back.
Hell no.
Why should she? She's special.
She's a gift for the president, that's for sure. So, you know, apparently the way she does her lips, Trump needed a makeup artist. So he was like, do you see how she draws her lips on? I know she can do my hand, baby. And she started doing his hand. Uh, really good makeup job. And yeah, just not serious people, as you continue to say. It's insane.
It is insane.
She'll be on the job for 120 days minimum, and we'll see how that goes. To that theme, the Department of Justice has reduced the number of anti-corruption lawyers. It used to be 36. Now we have 2.
Yeah, well, there's no more corruption anymore. We're past that.
Not when it comes to corporations, okay? They're good people. Where would you be without them?
Yeah, they're great citizens.
They're great citizens, yeah. Yeah, it makes me think of that scene. I won't even go into it. The Godfather, though, where for a gambling license, the senator wanted so much money, and don't contact me again, and you guys act like you're a certain way. Corruption, we're back, baby.
I'll give you my offer now. Nothing.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
And you'll pay for the gambling license.
Yeah. Well, he should have. Okay. Dum. I don't know what he was thinking.
Well, they brought him into line.
Yeah, they did. But he claimed she was laughing. So everything was okay. All right. I did want to bring up Tommy Homan because this is probably the best example of just corruption that they just don't recognize. So, of course, the FBI had an undercover probe into this guy. He literally took 50 grand cash in a kava bag. And this was, on the trail with Trump as he was coming into his, the election. And this guy was also a big part of private prison industry. So he was able to point us and ICE into the direction of these private facilities that are being built for housing and containing people. So seems pretty dirty to me. Of course, the administration or regime says that they're targeting him. Of course, it was Biden, this terrible person, that they trapped him. But literally, again, release the video. I know this is a flood of stuff to take away from the Epstein files and all, but come on, man. Why wouldn't we want to see this? Why wouldn't we want to see this guy? And he never said he didn't take the money. He just said he did nothing wrong.
Well, was that wrong? Should I have not done that? Pretty sure that was okay.
Said I wasn't wrong. The White House supports him fully. Of course, KK Caroline jumps on and says how horrible the Democrats are, and this man's an amazing patriot, and every other crap that you might want to hear.
Oh, God, yeah. These people, it's outrageous. It's ridiculous.
It's a lot. So I'll be interested to see. He'd be a great person to throw under the bus to get away from the Epstein files, but they're not going away. When we have to watch Maxwell leaving her low security place to do yoga, she's got her sweatpants on, she's walking out of the place with her umbrella. It's offensive. There's no accountability for those that have. There's only accountability for the rest of us.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's a slap in the face to the victims, the people that she put through this. She's a horrible person.
Yeah, and there's plenty of court documentation to show how horrible she is. I will remind you, she was convicted, so it wasn't as if she wasn't, and she was framed or anything. She was in this all along, and she did willingly participate. I think she had a love for this man, and it brought her power, and she wasn't getting the love from him that she wanted. So she was a bit of a hater too on these women, and was very violent and destructive to these people. So I would obviously think most people would side with the victims, but in this society where we're all about cash, maybe that gives you pause to hesitate. Maybe they had reasons for doing what they did.
Oh yeah, no, these people, they think empathy is a weakness.
Yeah, for sure. So it's a lot. We could go on and on and on about all the corruption, but again, I think most of what they're putting out there today is just to get you away from the Epstein files, because these guys are all in. I mean, you saw the Charlie Kirk thing. Musk is back. I don't think he ever left. He just distanced himself for his own business reasons. But they stay in it together. I did see the New York trial about the election and the lack of counting votes for Kamala is moving forward. They will have discovery, but you know how the courts work. This could take 6, 8, 12 months to get through this. But I think it's pretty pertinent. What I found interesting is that you'll see on CNN, they start talking about Kamala a lot more, about her ratings. Oh, she's down 30% or 15% or any made up number you want. I didn't realize she was running for something. Like,
Yeah, no,
popularity scale?
I have no idea. I know her book came out, but I don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, CNN's garbage. You can't trust CNN anymore.
I just happened to see the statistics going by, and I was curious why they were talking about her. But if it ties into actually winning an election, we're going to talk about her lack of popularity. She's a citizen. Like, really, who cares? What difference does it make? She's not out there banging the gavel, other than to say that Trump's a criminal. Who could disagree?
Convicted, yeah.
Convicted, yes. So I just think it's kind of weird. He's underwater, obviously, though he said he's never had higher polling numbers. The most popular person ever. Just lie after lie. But I just thought it was weird they were trying to bring her back in. Yeah, she did put out a book, but so did Eric Trump that nobody's reading. So,
God, yeah.
That's probably really interesting, and probably has a lot of insight on how to be a better person and to succeed in business. Crypto.
Yeah.
So like I say, and that my talkings with people as this gets hotter and hotter, some people are just tuning out because it's just too much. And I get that part. Like you said, you can't be in it all the time, but you do have to stay aware, and you do have to know that this tide is coming. And if you don't pay attention, you're just going to get swept away. Maybe it's a matter of it coming to your town. We saw it come into Chicago. They had brief pushback. They abused that woman that we had talked about last Saturday. And you haven't heard anything more about Chicago. I don't know if that's about the people getting out. You're certainly not going to see it on Sinclair local media, that's for sure. But my point being that until it comes into your community and you actually see it firsthand, oh my God, they were putting a roof on my house, and those assholes came and took the ladders away and made these people jump. And when they came down and saw they were legal, they left. Well, my guy has a broken tibia because you made him jump off the roof. Like, well, it's just mean.
It is mean. These are assholes. And the people doing this job, they want to portray them as patriots and heroes. They're fucking scum.
Yeah, they're bounty hunters essentially, and not good ones.
Bounty hunters, haters, just various people with an axe to grind, miserable, fucked up assholes.
I guess my point is they're getting paid. You're picking people up to get paid.
Yeah.
If they were giving you 20 cents per head, they wouldn't be doing this.
No, but in the meantime, I mean, you've got teachers working, 2 or 3 jobs. You've got social workers, people that actually do things that help, make society better, being underpaid. You've got these fucking scumbags out there with their little masks over their faces and their body armor and their camo, ruffling up innocent people. It's disgusting.
And then the demographic that is getting erased the most is Black women, because they're in a lot of those social work, teaching, healthcare positions. So I guess that they don't matter because that is the demographic that is losing the worst right now. And I feel that put yourself in the situation of needing that kind of care. These people are pure gold. You're not going to find more caring people to come out and help you with fill in the blank, end of life, cancer treatment, hospitalization for whatever. It doesn't matter. But they don't seem to care, at least at the higher level, because they have their golden parachute of wealth that comes with great healthcare.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck, man. They live in a completely different world.
Yeah. So I think they need to remember they live in our world, and maybe it's time for us to start reminding them that they work for us.
Yeah.
Again, you're getting on the elevator. You refuse to answer my questions. These reporters are generally asking, in the right way. They're not attacking these politicians. They just want some response, and they don't have to give it. And that starts at the top. Trump doesn't answer questions either. He doesn't like, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, these people have put themselves way above the law. They just whatever they want to do, it's right. They can do whatever the fuck they want to, and that should outrage and sicken anybody who believes in any semblance of fair play and rule of law and justice.
I couldn't agree more. But again, there's going to have to be pushback to even make that happen. I'm going to put this up because we usually do the happy ending, and this is kind of a happy ending. I'm not super familiar with it, but that's Grindr, and that is an app. For gay dating and chat. Imagine that. The interesting part of that is that in Phoenix during the Charlie Kirk Memorial show, they were having major outages on Grindr between 5 and 10 p.m., which was showtime, baby. Grindr was crashing because so many people were trying to get on it and find dates.
Yeah, I'm telling you, every major city where they have these rallies, these get-togethers, that's what happens.
Isn't that
These
crazy?
people, yeah, they hate themselves so much.
It's amazing. And if they could just be accepting of themselves and others, who cares? Do what you do. I don't care.
Do what you do. I don't care.
Exactly. So that was kind of a happy ending in the realm of happy endings, so to speak. I also wanted to put up Bezos's ex-wife because she's amazing. Let's see if I can find her. There she is. She gave $70 million to HBCUs, which are historically Black colleges and universities. This woman, just by the numbers here, let me pull them down, has given $2 billion in gifts to 199 organizations just in 2024.
That's awesome.
Her total lifetime giving estimates, $19.3 billion. Incredible.
It is, yeah. That's the mark of a really good person.
And all she had to do was get rid of that jerk off she was married to.
And hopefully it infuriates him every time he sees that.
I bet it does. I'm sure it does. But wow, pretty incredible. Just looking in the photos, I mean, of the two together, he's changed so much. I wouldn't say for the better, but
yeah,
he's just a weirdo. I don't know if I have that up here, but yeah, he was just, I don't know. And then what he married, I'm not saying she's a bad person, but I will say that it's a little bit insane, the extremes that he's gone to. This was them from way back in the day. I just want to put that up real quick, if I can. I don't know if that's going to work. No, I can't do it. I can't do. Oh, here they are. I mean, he is a beaut. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he looks likable enough there.
I know. He almost looks like a Martin Short character on SNL, about to play a racket sport.
Well, now he's transformed himself into a captain of industry.
I guess what the point of the photo was that this was years ago. She stayed true to herself. She's an amazing person. She's giving, whereas he had to get all juiced up and then take a perfectly fine person and put demands on for what you should look like, what the perfect person looks like. So really bizarre. And we really need to kind of get away from that culture. It's just gross.
It is gross.
Be a giver, be a carer. It's a much nicer place to be. My last happy ending had to do with the Penguins started their preseason last night. And this kid right here, Sergei Murashov, was in net. They lost in a shootout 2-1. But they said this kid, and I did not see the game, extremely impressive. His skill level, he could make this team. They'd like to have him 1 year basically in the minors there, but why? I mean, you're going to have Jari come back, and he was the guy that gave up the first shot goal in 8 games, or at least.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you can't trust Jari. He's so streaky, so up and down, and it's like football, man. You either have a quarterback or you don't. You either have a goaltender or you don't.
Yeah. And they did, other than Jari, they did bring in another goalie. Blomqvist was the heir apparent. I don't know if that's going to happen. But this kid has been working after practice with Crosby. So if the captain takes a liking to you and sees something, there's generally something there. This kid could make that club. You and I offline talked about Pickering, his pairing with the other young defenseman, Brunsnick. They said by far they were the best defensive pairing on the ice. And it's just the skating, right? Just the skating level. They talked about him working the blue line, just being deceptive, avoiding, poke checks. It's just amazing how young these kids come in and the skill level that they have. We're going to see it in St. Louis too, with like what's his name, Snugger. Another young kid that came from USA Hockey. It's no coincidence that the Penguins' new coach was part of USA Hockey and a lot of their development. So maybe they're not going to be great, but if you can see some young talent play this game at a high level, it should be fun to watch anyway.
Yeah, and maybe they can sneak into a playoff spot. I don't know. It's a shame, that they're saddled with Erik Karlsson. That guy's got all kinds of talent, and yet he just is not a fit there. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. He's shown, flashes of what he can do, but just overall, just not a good fit. And Chris Letang is
another year older and an amazing
player, especially in his prime. I mean, he's a guy that gives you everything he's got. He's always in amazing shape. He's overcome so much. But dude, he's not a top pairing guy anymore.
Well, you don't want him getting 26 minutes of ice time. He used to relish that. He could get up to 30 minutes of ice time, which is incredible.
And he can probably still do it, but I mean, the game's just too fast.
Yeah.
Are they 30 good minutes?
Yeah, exactly. I would rather have him out there 18 to 20 good minutes than stretching it. But they do have brought in some younger talent, and I think it'll be at least fun to see how these kids, manage, especially at the start of the season, because there aren't great expectations. I hope they make the team. I don't like to see nothing but old veterans. I mean, there's nothing really exciting to that.
No.
So hopefully yesterday was a good start. They didn't play that many stud players. I don't know what Montreal did, but how many of their top talent played. But this pairing should stay, and I would like to see him make the team. I just think it would add some interest to the Pittsburgh scene anyway.
I think so. I mean, even if they don't win consistently, at least it'll be entertaining, hopefully, because the organization's just been stale. Just stale.
Well, it did get stale with Sullivan, and maybe he'll take that on the road to the Rangers. But everything that I saw in the 3 days of camp that they had, really up-tempo, a lot of barking from the coaches, and not just a head coach like a Keenan type that just wants to hear himself yell. This was to get guys going, to pick up the pace. You want to see that. You want to see the stick banging. You want the coaches engaging and getting these guys going. And I think it works with younger players. Maybe somebody like Gino Malkin, and he said he was fine with it. But, maybe the veterans, it's newer to them to hear that. I know Sullivan gave them a lot of space. And to your point, I think it got stale.
Yeah, it got really stale. And, Sullivan's refusal to play some of these young guys, and just, it was time. It was past time. So, I'm sure he'll do well in New York with the Rangers. I mean, he's a good coach.
Yeah, we love Sully, but you can't stay forever.
No, I mean, every coach has an expiration date. They just do. It's the nature of the beast, in every sport. But, hockey, it seems to be, they seem to expire faster. I don't know if it's because of the amount of time that you spend with these guys and the length of the season, but the hockey head coaches seem to wear out quicker than
length of the season for sure. I mean, how can you be Mr. Rah-Rah for that many games? It's just difficult.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it just comes down to consistency and ability to communicate.
Make adjustments.
make adjustments. Yeah, I mean, coaches are like anybody, man. It's easy to get set in your ways and just kind of, look at Mike Tomlin, man. That guy
I
doesn't
knew you were
change
going.
anything.
I
So
knew that.
maybe he's open to it. We'll see. I mean, we saw a better showing from the defense in some areas.
Yeah.
They were horrible on 3rd and 4th and long. They were terrible. New
Probably the
England was
worst in the
4 out
league
of
right now.
5 on 4th down.
Yeah, that was amazing.
And they
Gotta be able
couldn't.
to get off
And
the
Hunter
field.
Henry, the tight end, killed them. They still can't have trouble covering the middle of the field. It seems like there's communication issues, but the D line played better. Cam Hayward looked like, prime Cam Hayward. TJ
Well, they
Watt
put
had a good
Holcomb in
game.
there to fill the run, which was nice. And they did bring in Peppers at the safety position. It made a difference. Communication was better. I will point out that the week before against Seattle, it was the first time on a 3rd and goal, which was 3rd and 19, that a rushing touchdown happened, and that happened against the Steelers. So
Yeah, that was bad.
tighten that stuff up. I don't know whose fault it is, but geez, oh man.
Yeah, I mean, New England was so confident they went for it on 4th and 1 on their own 15.
That's a ridiculous. Wow.
Yeah. So
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know what point it was in the game then, because the Steelers defense forced 3 turnovers, gave the ball back to the offense, and the offense on those 3 possessions gained 1 yard.
Well, they forced 5 fumbles and recovered all 5 of them. I think that was only out of all the games that the NFL has played in its 100+ years. I think that's only the 2nd time that's happened.
Wow.
In a game. So yeah, pretty crazy.
Well, Roger said he needs to play better. The offense wasn't great, but they were great enough to win. They don't generally win at Foxborough, but they did. And now they're in Ireland. I know some of the press is over there already. I thought the Pittsburgh press that was there said already they had just landed, and these people from Ireland are coming up to them and complaining about the Pirates. They gotta get rid of the GM, and they were complaining that they don't have any hitting. And yeah, people are astute, and I say that, so take that message to if they're following pirate baseball, which is very rare internationally. I mean, imagine what the international community thought about Trump's performance today.
Oh God, yeah.
Embarrassing. Makes us all look like shitheads, frankly. So let's try and be better. Time will tell, but it's ticking. I can feel it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's ticking fast. So I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Another day ending in Y. Well, Billy, I know this was a lot today, and it wasn't the best day for it, but I appreciate your help, and we'll wrap that up for today.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. We'll see.
That's a happy ending right there.
See if I can ring you in for Thursday, but we'll talk later.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hard to get, is he? All right, buddy. Well, again, I appreciate it, and I'll catch up with you later. All right. Have a good day.